Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be or whatever time you might be watching us. Today, we have something very special just for our JNA community, right? And it's a special deal that was brought to us by a developer turned friend.
Yep.
Right? And the interesting thing is that this is a new launch by this developer that has not chosen or is not going to be selecting a marketing agency.
Yeah.
Right? So this deal is really exclusively for JNA
community.
Yes, our JNA community. And if you are looking for freehold development in District 15 that's under 2,400 PSF, you've got to stay till the end of this video.
Yep. So if you're someone who is a D15 lover who's looking for that, dream home in D15, freehold for your own stay, you want to check this one out.
Yes, and I love the District 15 area. A lot of Singaporeans love the District 15 area, right? It's a lot of places where I think on the ground, what we hear is Singaporeans, there's a place where Singaporeans go to retire. Right? It's really for own
And a lot
stay.
of youngsters are also looking into this area, the expats, because it's there's a lot of history in it. There's a lot of culture, and it's very convenient. You got all your cafes, all your food, and most importantly for parents, a lot of good schools around the area.
Yes, and District 15, this particular area, is not just a lifestyle. The whole street is very experiential. There's a lot of things to do.
Yeah.
There's a lot of spas, a lot of good food. I mean, District 15 is famous for a lot of good food. Yeah.
Yes, so let's dive right into it itself. So if we look at District 15 a little bit more on the numbers, you can actually tell that in terms of per square feet growth, if you look at, the layout-wise, 4-bedroom, you're seeing it growing for about 159%, 3-bedroom, 180%, and 2-bedroom, 175%. If you look from 2008 all the way to 2023. So if you're looking overall, 3-bedroom actually perform the best in District 15, followed by bedroom 2. And then 4-bedrooms-wise, due to quantum itself, perform less favorable.
So that was overall, right? But if you are looking at just freehold in District 15, the price go for 4 bedrooms is 151%, 3 bedrooms is 161%, and 2 bedrooms is 173%. So you can see that the 2 bedrooms actually perform the best in District 15 for freehold, followed by 3 bedrooms.
Yes. Yep, and if you look at how D15 as a whole district has performed as compared to CCR like D9, D10 and D11, District 15 itself actually has outperformed it consistently in the past 15 years. So as compared to D9, it beat D9 by about 102%, and then D10 by 86%, and D11 by about 73%.
Okay, so if we look at the growth of the private property index for condos and apartments, right? In the past 3 years, condos have grown 45.47%, apartments by 58.44%, and both condominiums as well as apartments have surged in pricing, especially after the pandemic.
Yeah. So looking at the average pricing for freehold developments in District 15, and we're looking at about 2,674. So anything below 2,006 actually for a freehold project, it's something that we can take a look at if you're looking for an own stay property in District 15. So why is it so popular, among so many people? One of the reasons is also that a lot of expats are in the area and they just love the entire environment. I think it gives a very different vibes from the rest of the places in Singapore. So it's not so, I don't know, doesn't give it a little bit more atas feel in the area.
Not just atas. Actually, I would say that the east side is very laid back. Whereas the feeling of the west side, right, is we are a bit more hustle. So
Jervis is a huge fan of East Coast.
Yes, even though he stays in the west.
Yeah,
the
that's
betrayer.
right. Yes.
Yeah.
We all live in the west, and Jervis is going to betray us.
But I get it. The west has a lot of nature, reserves and things like that. Yes, but I do sense a difference. Like even in the Bukit Timah area, we are a bit more work focused, I feel. And the East Siders really know how to, they got good food, they got the East Coast Park. There are a lot more lifestyle choices.
Okay, so like what you mentioned then, you have the affluent and seaside lifestyle that will definitely remain in high demand, whether you're looking at retirees who are retiring or young couples who want to start a family in the area itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have all your shop houses, all your good food, and this is, the thing that D15 can bring to you, the location and the convenience itself. So this specific development that we're looking at, it's 1 kilometer to Tao Nan. So for those of you who want to send your kids to Tao Nan, this is a great opportunity for you to explore. You're just 5 minutes away from the upcoming Marine Parade MRT. So this project itself will be TOPing in 2025 and Marine Parade will be upcoming in 2024. So by then, when it TOPs and you collect your key, your convenience and the MRT would already have been there for you. And for those of you who are familiar with I-1 to Katong, you're just 5 minutes walk from there. So you are basically a few minutes walk to all the amenities and convenience around you.
Right. So if you drive, you actually have direct connectivity to the ECP. And in terms of the ECP, of course, you have connectivity to the MCE and the KPE. And this gives you a lot of options for the highway, right? And you are 10-minute drive away from Paya Lebar Hub, 13 minutes away from the Central Business District, and 15 minutes away from Orchard Road.
And I think the thing that attracts most of buyers for D15 is always schools for the kids. So in this case, with this development, you're 1 kilometer away from Tao Nan, which is super popular. Haig Girls, CHIJ Katong, as well as Tanjung Katong Primary School. So you have a lot of options for parents who are looking to place their kids in these schools.
Yep.
Okay, so beside it being a 20-unit development, developers have actually put in great effort to make the entire place look super nice, including the facilities itself. So we do have a lap pool over here. What we also do have is a function room as well as a barbecue pit. So it's going to be a very small community among the whole development itself. Okay, so these are some of the unit types that we have from 2+ study all the way to 4-bedroom. So this will be something that we'll be sharing in terms of floor plan moving forward. So these are some of the photos that you can expect, quality finishings in all the rooms as well as the bathrooms. And the appliances that developers are using are all top-notch Bosch appliances.
Yeah, and I noticed that they're actually using like real marble for the flooring.
In terms of appliances, developers are using really high-end brands like Bosch and Grohe.
Yeah, and of course, these two brands are very known for their quality because they're from Germany. Right? And of course, they have, what's very rare is that they are using marble.
Real marble.
Yeah, marble for the flooring.
Not marble-like, but actual marble for the flooring itself.
That's right.
Okay, so let's take a look at the bedroom type. The smallest one we have is a 2+1, that means 2+ study. And what you'll notice is that it's very livable. Instead of your 600 or 700 square feet, 2 bedrooms, we are looking at 926. So I think coming in from the foyer itself, the first thing you actually notice is a home shelter. Because usually you don't get a home shelter in a 2+ study, but for this one, because developers focus on the own stay aspect of things, if you do have a helper and you don't have a home shelter, it's very hard for you to house your helper also.
Yeah, that's very nice. In fact, I see also there's an enclosed kitchen. A lot of 2 bedrooms nowadays with open concept kitchen.
Correct.
I mean, some people like it, but for Asian cooking, not so ideal.
So when we shared with clients, we were very happy. Some of their comments were pretty funny. They say, finally a proper kitchen to cook and not to bai mei.
Yeah.
So one thing you'll notice also is the study area. It's very spacious, almost like a small regular room. So this one you can actually fit in a small bed, but this one doesn't come with a window. But for study-wise, it's definitely a very sizable study that we're looking at. And then moving forward, you just have a dumbbell layout. So you don't have long corridors in that sense. And then your bedroom 2 is on one side and your master bed is on another. And both rooms can actually fit in 2 side tables. So room size wise, it's very livable. You can also fit in a 6-seater dining set. And the balcony, it's not too big. So for people who want more usable and efficient space use, this kind of layout would be perfect for them. Okay, moving on to the 3-bedder. It's 1,076 square feet. So coming in, similarly, you have your home shelter and an enclosed kitchen. And balcony-wise, also not too big. So almost of your space actually in the unit itself. And then coming in here, all your rooms, similar to 2+ study, you're able to fit 2 side tables from it. Yeah, so you can see that not much wasted space throughout, and master bedroom wise is also very functional and very spacious.
What's interesting about this is you can see that the household shelter actually is big enough to put a bed, and then there's another WC in the enclosed kitchen.
Yeah.
Which actually means that this was designed to allow a live-in helper. Yeah.
So these are the floor plans that usually in District 15, if people are buying for own stay, they usually have a helper, and if they do and without a household shelter, it's going to be a challenge to think on where you can actually house her also. So let's move on to the next one, which is a 3+1 study at 1130 square feet. So similarly to the 2+ study, this one, the study is also one that's very sizable. So it's right here, and when you come into the foyer, you get your enclosed kitchen, you get your home shelter. For this study area itself, I think compared to a lot of new launches where their study is like a little nook or like what Chris likes to say, a naughty corner, this is something that you can actually fit in a single bed, or you can even fit in 2 study sets if let's say you're working with your partner.
Yeah, and in fact, the layout allows you to, if you want more living space, right, you can remove the wall in the study.
Yes.
And then you have a bigger dining area or entertainment area.
Yeah, and we take a look at this one. The master bedroom is very luxurious. So you can see how much space it has compared to some of the other new launches today where, the room, you're only able to fit in like your side tables and you don't really have much space to move about. Okay, let's move on to the last one, which is a 4-bedder. So people with bigger families, this one would be something that you can consider. So similarly, coming in from the foyer, it's more of a dumbbell layout. So your junior master will be on one side. It can also fit 2 side tables. So it's almost like a master room in some of the new developments today. And then if you go on to the other side, that's where your master bedroom and your 2 other common bedrooms will be. And then you also get your enclosed kitchen as well as your home shelter right beside it.
Yeah. And I love this style of long concept kitchens because actually if there are different types of layout kitchens, right? The square layout or the long layout, right? And actually the long layout is more functional when there's more than one chef in the kitchen because you don't get into each other's way. Yeah. So this is, my favorite half layout.
Okay, so let's move on to the food stretch. I think this is what people want to stay in District 15 for. You get all your cafes, all your food. So for those of you who are familiar with District 15, we don't have to go too deep into this. You guys will know what kind of good food there is in the area itself. So moving on to connectivity itself, I think we mentioned there is an upcoming Marine Parade MRT, which is about 5 minutes walk from the development itself. So something that's very convenient. And by the time you collect your keys, this MRT will be ready. And because you're on the Thomson East Coast Line, it's actually very convenient for you to head to town, where you can just head down to Marina Bay and down towards you're there to Outram Park. And taking it further down, you then go to Stevens, where you're close to Botanic Gardens. So in terms of connectivity-wise, for people who are staying in District 15, you're basically close to a lot of amenities around you. Okay, now let's take a look at what are some of the other new developments that are in District 15 if we were to look at it in terms of comparison. So for one, we have the Continuum, and this will be TOP in 2027. It's also a freehold project like ours. And Continuum pricing, we are looking in terms of 11th of August, the best buy starts from 2,610 per square feet. So you can see that for their 3-bedder itself, we're looking at about 2.3 to 2.4 million.
Right. And of course, one of the major launches, Grand Dunman, right, launched their 99-year leasehold. And if we look at the pricing, the best buys start from 2,340 PSF for 4 bedrooms, 2,400 PSF for 3 bedrooms, and 2,580 PSF for 2 bedrooms. So this translates for 2-bedroom, right? For 2-bedroom on the first floor, is a 1.718 million, right? And then for a 4-bedroom, you can go up to 3.032 million.
Yeah. Okay, the next one that we have is Tembusu Grand. TOP will be in 2028. Also a 99-year-old development. So look at the pricing itself. Best buys for 4-bedder start from 2,300 per square feet. 3-bedroom, we're looking at 2,350. And then for 2-bedders, we're looking at 2,006. So we can kind of see the pricings in D15 itself, giving you a comparative of the 99-year as well as the freehold properties. So let's take a look at K-Suite. So we've seen how the bigger developments have done in terms of pricing. K-Suite is a small development with 19 units. So let's take a look at their pricing. The best buy for 3-bedder start from about 2,004. 3+ study, you're looking at 2,550. And 4 bedrooms, you're looking at about 2,004 per square feet. One thing to note though is that K-Suite This is more on the Telok Kurau area. So in terms of D15, you're talking about Katong Living, it'll be slightly further away from where we are at. Next up, we have Cladence, which is a small freehold project. In terms of location-wise, it's along Steel Road, so not super close to the MRT as compared to the development that we are looking at today. So for price-wise, Best Buy set about 2,400 per square feet. Okay, so the part where everybody's interested in is the pricing itself, because when we exit from a new launch itself, we want to know what is the upcoming prices that we'll be looking at. Is there any price protection on it? So for J&A community exclusive for you guys, developers are actually giving us a 3.5% and up discount. So this would then be the first layer that you have on top of the listed price. So you can see that for 2+ study, we're looking at about close to 81,000 in terms of savings. 3-bedroom wise, about 93,000. 3+ study, 97,000. And then 4 bedrooms wise, 115,000. Okay, so for the second layers wise, it then be price staging by developers, which is something that, we've been mentioning in our videos itself also, that once developers clear a certain number of units, they will start increasing the price. And that's how people at the start then have first movers advantage.
So for your third layer of protection, you actually TOP in 2025 ahead of these other projects like Grand Dunman, Continuum, Tembusu Grand, which TOP in 27 and 28, right? And the pricing of these projects are between 2,700 to 2,960 PSF. So you do have that buffer, right? For when we are coming in under 2004.
So coming in and entering at under 2004, which is a leasehold project, it's definitely something that is very attractive for those who are looking to buy for an own stay in District 15. Okay, last but not least, our fourth layer, which is the pursuit of property near popular schools that are heating up. So I think a lot of parents are always buying near good schools because the government has came out with the ruling about the 1 kilometers. And as a parent yourself, what would you think about this whole buying near the good schools and renting near the good schools?
I am glad I didn't have to resort to buying 1 kilometer from my school. We went to my wife's alma mater. Yeah, so it definitely saved us a lot of headache. Yeah, but the other way to do it is if you're not from that school, then you have to move 1 kilometer near the good school. Yeah, which is why these popular schools have so much popularity. Yeah. Right. For people to move near to them.
Yeah, so I think the fourth layer will then be parents always want their best for the kids. And I think they will really do anything within their means to actually, give the kids the best in terms of whether it's some schools. So for these locations wise, when you're exiting in the future, you have a huge pool of buyers who then want to send the kids to these schools, and they have limited options around the area also.
Yeah.
So if any of you are interested in this freehold District 15 project that is under 2,400 per square feet, and you're looking for that perfect opportunity to own your own stay unit in District 15, do contact our WhatsApp number over here and we'll be happy to share more information with you. Yep, so that's all that we have for today's video. This is Grace.
This is Lucas.
And we'll see you the next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.